Oh, don't do that. Holla at your boy. Alright. This is all very confusing. Oh, that does that. That does that. Hello, friends! Hello, friends! I'm Madeline Potter. You're watching Not Disney Channel. I'm not going to make that mistake. Even though the title of this video is about Disney, I'm not going to say it. Not Disney Channel. Ginger Ninja TV 13. You're here. Today I'm doing the Disney tag, and I'm including some of the Disney park tag questions because, you know, I wanted to do 2 videos in one because I'm feeling productive today. And let me just point out that I realize that I'm in my pajamas, I'm not wearing a bra, and I have a huge zit on my face. I just felt in a vloggy mood, and I've not really had time recently, so I just, putting that out there, disclaimer, footnote, drop it like it's hot. Don't drop me, please. First I'm going to start with the actual Disney tag. And the first question of the actual Disney tag is, name a scene in any Disney movie you wish you could experience. You know what? I've always loved the Monsters, Inc. chase scene through the doors, and I always thought they should make that into a ride where you like sit inside a door and it swings you around. So I think that would be the most fun, where they're standing in the doorway and they're like swinging around. That would be the scene that I want to join. Name an unforgettable moment or experience that you've had at one of the parks. So back in May, when I had my senior trip to Disney World, my friend Cody did not want to go. We persuaded him for months to go on this trip. And when we got on the bus, he turns to me and he says, "You know, I know we're going to Disney today, but I want to let you know that I'm not going to have fun." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "No, I'm going to make a point not to have fun on this trip." So the first park we go to is Hollywood Studios, and Cody's a huge Star Wars fan. And I, knowing that he does not want to have fun, decide to take him to the Star Wars ride. I have never seen somebody so excited to get on a ride, so excited during a ride, and so excited to buy a Boba Fett helmet. We're walking away from Star Tours and he turns to me and he says, "Dang it, Maddie, first day here and I've had the time of my life. I've never had more fun than I have today." Disney's magical, man. What non-Disney songs remind you of the parks? Happy kind of reminds me of Disney. That one. By Pharrell Williams. When was the first time you went to a Disney park? Now, I'm gonna have to go get a scrapbook for this, so I'll be right back. Here is a picture of me the first time I ever went to a Disney park. The story behind that is super cute and adorable. So I went to Tokyo Disneyland and I wasn't tall enough to ride anything, so my mom put a bun in my hair and then pads in my, like tissues in my shoes, and just enough boost, and they let me go on because my bun hit the top, which was cool. The other cute story about it is we went, we were still in Tokyo Disneyland, same day, and we're walking past Cinderella and Prince Charming, and they hire British, English, Australian, American actors to play parts in Tokyo Disneyland because Cinderella's not Asian, so you don't have an Asian Cinderella, which makes sense. They didn't speak any Japanese, and there's all these Japanese girls like trying to take pictures with them, and they were really just overwhelmed. And so they see me on my dad's shoulders bopping up through the crowd, and Cinderella comes and meets me. She comes to me, 4-year-old little Maddie, who's just so excited to be there. And then we took that picture, and it was magical. If you could choose any Disney character to be your best friend, who would it be? The problem is that there's so many princesses that I admire and I aspire to be like, but being friends with them would be awful because they'd be perfect and I'd be like, stop! No, Cinderella! Cinderella is hardcore my best friend. She's nice, but she's not like obnoxious. She understands that you hate people. Cinderella is my final answer. Who are your favorite Disney princesses? Guess. Name a scene or moment from a Disney movie that never fails to make you cry. Every time I have seen Frozen, the last line of "Do you want to build a snowman?" where Anna just says, Do you want to build a snowman? Makes me cry every single time. I've seen that movie like 16 times. What is the first Disney movie that you remember seeing? The Aristocats? Ladies, don't start fights. Oh, you've got a stain on your cheek. I'm sorry, baby girl. I love that movie. I would watch it on a loop. Like, it's the best movie. No, it's not. It's really actually a terrible movie, but I love it, and it's got nostalgic feels for me, and every time I watch it, it feels like home. What is your favorite Disney movie? Cinderella. Oh my gosh, it's so perfect. There is nothing that I don't like about that movie. Nothing. And the animation sequence where she does this, and she's perfect. I even have a Cinderella balloon over there. And on my ceiling. I love Cinderella so much. Cinderella, Cinderella, night and day, it's Cinderella. What is your favorite Disney Junior show? Sophia the First, obviously. And what is your funniest moment at the parks? One time I was on the Astro Blaster, I think it's called. It's the thing on top of, it's in Tomorrowland, and it's on top of the laugh floor, I think. Or Stitch's Great Escape. No, the laugh floor. It's at the top. You like ride up an elevator, and it's the weird globy thing. They may have shut it down. I don't know. But when I was 11, I went on that ride with my mom, and there was a poopy diaper inside our spaceship. And so my mom told the people, and we got free ice cream! Which is fun. I like free ice cream. And there was a poopy diaper, but it didn't smell bad. It was just a poopy diaper. Moving on to the Disney Parks tag. What is my favorite ride in each park? Well, Magic Kingdom is actually a tie between Splash Mountain and Haunted Mansion. The funny thing is, the first time I went to Disney World, I couldn't ride Haunted Mansion because it was shut down for repairs. And the second time I went to Walt Disney World, I couldn't get on Splash Mountain because it was down for repairs. So the universe doesn't want me to ride my favorite rides. I don't understand. Hollywood Studios. Oh my gosh. It's my favorite ride of all time, period. No ifs, ands, or buts. Tower of Terror is the best ride that ever was because of the attention to detail, the adrenaline rush, and the just fear factor to it. Oh my gosh, it's such a great ride. Epcot. Soarin' was cool. I liked Soarin' a lot, but it didn't have that factor for me that I want from rides. I'm a thrill seeker, and so not having, that's Disney's one downfall, is that they've got like 3 big rides that are like, it's like Space Mountain, Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, and Mount Expedition Everest are like the biggest ones, and there's only 4 of them, and it's dumb. Animal Kingdom, Expedition Everest, it's literally the only thing I like about Animal Kingdom. I think it's a glorified zoo, but shh, don't tell Disney that, because I want to work at Disney. Favorite restaurant? Okay, kind of cheating here. Not actually a Disney Parks restaurant. It's a Disney Cruise Line restaurant. It's called Animator's Palette, and as you eat your meal, the walls change from black and white sketches to colored animation. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life, and if you've not been on a Disney cruise, I recommend you go, if only just for that restaurant. Favorite memory? Cody's disappointment. Favorite memory. Also, when I went to Belle's Enchanted Tales, Belle's character attendant told me that I looked like Snow White because I was Disney bounding as Snow White, and then he said I looked really pretty, and I got to be in the show as the wardrobe, which was quite fun and exciting, if I do say so myself. That was amazing. Buses or monorail? I did both on my last trip, and monorail by far, because it is a lot cooler on the inside, and it's smoother. More fun. Favorite Magic Kingdom land? New Fantasyland? Duh. Favorite World Showcase country? I'm a terrible Disney person because I've not actually been on the whole World Showcase. I only went from England to Japan and then back. So, Japan, because it was the biggest one we saw, and it had all my favorite food from when I was like 5 years old, so yeah. Favorite character to meet at the parks? Last time I went, I only got to see Merida and Ariel. I've never met Peter in the parks, but I met Peter Pan on the cruise. I met Cinderella as a kid, and I haven't met her since. But of all of the interactions I had, Merida was definitely my favorite. She complimented my hair and my curls, because I had curled my hair, and she said that we could be redhead sisters like Ariel, and I was super excited. If you had to ride one ride all day, which would it be? I don't puke very easily, so I would say Tower of Terror, but if I did puke very easily, it would be Splash Mountain. And my biggest park recommendation, go with your best friends, because you're going to have so much more fun with your best friends than you are with anybody else. That's it for my long Disney tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Go find, go watch my other videos. They are just as subpar as this one. If you did like it, right there, I think it is. I love you all. And I am pumped about Disney, even though I'm not maybe going for another while. Like 6 months at the least. Oh, what is wrong with me? I love you. Bye. Mwah.